Peace be upon you all. I'm back. Will be the third episode for what is cloud computing. Today we are going to make a glance or high overview of the commonly used cloud services. We will scratch the surface of cloud services. So let's get in. We are going to start first of all by compute. Compute is the environment where your resources is going to run. So the cloud computing, we are going to provide you with that kind of computing, like compute engine, app engine, or depends whatever the name is called. In that environment, you are going to configure your virtual machine, your resources, memory, networking, storage, and such on. So that's about compute, giving you an environment where you can run your resources. Second thing is the networking. Networking is to make a communication between you and your application. So they are a set of services to manage and making your app accessible over the internet. That's networking. And network for management software, for example, you can communicate between your on-premises part of the cloud and your the second part of the public cloud, like if you have a service here and service there, so you can communicate them using the networking also. So networking provides connectivity, VPN provided, firewalls for protection, DNS, domain name systems, virtual routes, load balancer, etc. and etc. etc. There are a lot of things and concepts inside the networking, but as we always say, that presentation is the common concept. So all these services now are common between all the cloud providers. The only difference is maybe will be just the name of such service. That's it. So after networking, we need to store our data, but not a database, but we speak about files, images, objects. So storage is like a cloud storage is a model of computer data to store data like a logical pools. There you can store them, or you can have a physical storage, something like SSD, hard drive, object storage, file storage, or it depends on what kind of storage you need. You are going to find it in your cloud provider. The storage is different than database. Database is to store the record which you are going to use inside your application itself for displaying information, manipulating information. And as you know, we have SQL, structured query languages, that you can have it in your cloud provider, or NoSQL databases also you can find it in your cloud provider. From the storage, you have the mobile ability to deliver application to mobile devices, regardless of that device is running on which operation system, if it's Apple or it's Android. It's up to you. You can also deploy remotely using the speed and the flexibility and development tool of the cloud, because you have on your hand, you have your mobile phone, you have a connection to your cloud provider, and you can do everything using the mobile. Offline data synchronization, if you did something, and it will be synchronized directly when you are online. And connectivity on-premises data, as we spoke about it, that you can connect between you in hybrid system. And the broadcasting bot notification, if you subscribe for special notifications, so the cloud provider is going to always like pushing some notification for you, regardless of what you subscribe for. Auto scaling, because from your mobile you can do a lot of stuff. Okay, web is where you host your application. So to build a host of apps, you can have this environment in your cloud provider also. That's going to provide it to you, because it will provide you, the scalability, which we explained it already on the previous episodes. It was the episode 2 about the advantages of cloud computing. So scalability, saving money, pay as you go, because money is very important for everyone. Okay. After that, we have the big data. If you have the huge amount set of data and you want to make some operation to perform that operation on that kind of data, so here cloud provider is going to provide you with these modules like a big data, so you can manipulate this data for data analysis, data visualization, or depends on what kind of operations you would like to perform over this huge amount of data which you have. After big data, you have the artificial intelligence, which you are going to use to process also like a human-like intelligence, which you can use it to teach your application how to behave, depends on such inputs like voice, face recognition, or what kind of input data that will improve the operations and the decision making of your application to do. Like CAPTCHA, like a lot of things, like artificial intelligence module is very It's very popular in cloud providing. We're going from that to DevOps. DevOps, the continuous integration and continuous development of your application, is very important. So in that case, DevOps is going to be provided to you so you can continue provide value to your users as you go. Like you have a new features, you can just make a plan, continue education, continue development using the speed, because the cooperation between developers and testers and the teams, it will be like working in a pool of DevOps, a specific like set of methodology, and you're working together. Reliability for sure, because continuous integration and then continuous development for application in a functional and safe way. Also the security, because of the mechanism, the policies, the controls, the configuration which you can do using the DevOps tools. Now we are going to the most important part, is security. Security is highly secured in a cloud providers because you have a control of who doing what. So you have authentication, authorization in a cloud providing. You use policies, you control access to resources, depend on the role, who is this person, what he can do, what kind of resource he can access. You have a custom policies, you can write a custom policies for such controlling the resources. You put the resources into groups and you control who can access them, who cannot, and stuff like this. So the identity, all of that security operations, you will have it on also your cloud provider. So that was a high overview of the services which all the cloud provider have in common, and this they provided to you. You choose between them. For sure you will find these modules in any cloud provider you choose, but with some differences between them. Like someone is much stronger in here, someone is much powerful in there. So it depends on your need. You are going to choose your cloud provider. So now at least you know how you can compare between them. That will take us to the fourth episode. It will be the next one to speak about the models which we have in cloud services. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Share it, like it as you like. See you next time, and have a great, wonderful coding time. Bye bye.